For decades, archaeologists have tried to understand what brought down the once great city of Angkor by studying its temples. When in fact, the answer may lie in its plumbing.
Logically, they'd be taking the water that way, wouldn't they, instead of down here?
Roland Fletcher and Christophe Potier are heading a joint team of French, Australian and Cambodian archaeologists seeking to reveal the secrets of the ancient Khmer city.
The temples are the centre of Angkor. The city of Angkor actually stretches out far towards the horizon.
1,000 square kilometres of sprawling, low-density metropolis, a medieval Los Angeles. The lifeblood of the kingdom was its water, the full network of canals and reservoirs that kept the rice fields flourishing and the kings in power. Traditionally, historians have believed that an army of Thai invaders swept it all away. But Roland is working on the theory that ecological issues were at the heart of Angkor's demise.
There is a major climate change from the 14th to the 17th century, the Little Ice Age. But what we actually have to find out is what happened in Southeast Asia. We don't know that yet.
The team is finding out the old-fashioned way.
But then that comes this way and then it drops down.
And with more high-tech methods. Using satellite imagery and aerial mapping, they are building a precise picture of how this massive grid of waterways functioned.
From the radar pictures, you can see linear features, including gigantic dikes, gigantic canals stripping the territory.
8 kilometers long and 2 kilometers wide, the West Barai is just one of 2 giant reservoirs that were the backbone of the system. To build its 1,000-year-old banks, hundreds of thousands of Khmer workers shifted 10 million cubic meters of dirt, and all of them were paid in rice.
The real power of a reservoir of this sort is that it means that the area is never short of rice.
But it takes a lot of rice to feed 750,000 people. And as the population grew, so did the problem.
As Angkor progressed and expanded on its own territory, it started to generate that area.
At the end of the 10th century, there was not a single tree anymore. It was all gone. Everything transformed as rice fields.
As you remove forest, you get increased runoff. All that water that would otherwise be trapped is freed and flows down slope. And what we're beginning to look at is the issue of how that affected the canals.
The team's findings suggest that environmental mismanagement spelled doom for a rigid system left vulnerable to climate change.
We're beginning to find canals which are full of sand, which means the end of the canal system.
And possibly the end of Angkor.